today we're going to be talking about two business credit cards that are currently on offer. That being the Inc. Business Preferred Credit Card and the American Express Business Gold. These two credit cards are kind of the most, I'd say, general business credit cards for established business that is doing traditional things like spending money on shipping, advertising, travel, that sort of thing. Both of these cards cater to those categories and kind of give you the best value out of them. In this video, we're kind of going over the benefits of each card, talking about which card might be best for specific people, and kind of comparing them to see which one is right for who. So we're going to start out talking with the annual fee of both cards. The Chase Business Inc. Preferred Card is going to come along with a $95 annual fee. In the American Express Business Gold, it's going to have a $295 annual fee. And these annual fees might seem very different, and you would say, why are we comparing these cards? And we're kind of comparing them because of the benefits of the specific card in terms of what you're getting the multipliers for. The annual fee on the American Express card is 3 times larger than that of the Chase card, but we kind of see why it is like that when we take a look a little bit deeper into the specific categories you're getting value for your spending for. As for the intro bonus, the Chase card is going to be giving you 100,000 points for $15,000 in spending in the first 3 months of having the card. This does seem like a pretty high bar to hit. That's going to be an average of $5,000 in spending a month, which is a lot of money. If that's something your business kind of does on the regular, that might be something that works great for you. However, if your business might not be able to spend that much money a month or over the course of 3 months, you might not want to look at this specific bonus or maybe even this credit card, because getting this intro bonus, which is extremely high, it's at least $1,000 in value, even if you redeem it for cash back, getting that is kind of really important to the value of this card, because on face value, getting this intro bonus offsets the annual fee of having the card for 10 years if the annual fee never changes, which is pretty significant. And if you can't get that, you might still get value later on, but in my opinion, I think this is really important, and if you don't think you can get this intro offer, it might not be worth it to look at this card. With the American Express card, we're going to see a slightly less valuable intro offer. This is only going to give you 70,000 membership reward points for $10,000 in spending. Now, this isn't directly comparable. Chase Ultimate Reward points aren't going to be worth exactly the same as the American Express membership reward points. However, for our intents and purposes, we're going to be calling them both 1 cent per point in value. That's pretty much a fair estimate for both of the cards. Some people might be able to get better value for one or the other, and that's perfectly fine, but it's kind of commonly agreed upon that 1 cent per point is a pretty standard value that you can kind of assign to both of these point structures. So definitely is interesting that the Business Gold comes with a higher annual fee, but you have to spend less money to get the intro bonus. And then, of course, the Chase card, smaller annual fee, but you're going to have to spend a lot more to get that intro bonus. As for the categories, both cards have pretty similar categories. With the Chase card, on the first $150,000 a year in spending, we're going to get 3x back on shipping purchases, advertising, internet, cable, and phone, and then travel. And then, of course, 1 point per dollar on all other spending, and we're going to get that on spending after this $150,000 in these categories. Now, that is a pretty good setup, especially for only a $95 annual fee. When we compare that to the American Express card, you're paying 3 times the annual fee, and you're getting 4x points for purchases in similar categories: airfare, purchases with advertising, purchases made directly with select technology providers of computer hardware, software, and cloud solutions, purchases at gas stations, purchases at restaurant, including takeout and delivery, and purchases for shipping. Now, keep in mind, a lot of these are just US. That might be applicable to you, that might not be applicable to you, but it's important just to keep that in mind. It's kind of something you almost gloss over, at least I almost gloss over it, and that could end up biting you in the butt one day if you didn't really realize that, and maybe you're doing a bunch of advertising in Canada or something, and you didn't really realize that you're not getting that 4x multiplier for those specific amounts of spending, or that you thought you might be getting the benefit for. And then again, this card also maxes out at $150,000 in spending to get these 4x points. However, this is 4x points, and the other card is 3x points, which means this $150,000 in spending is going to go farther with the 4x as opposed to the Chase card with the 3x. So something to keep in mind is that you're only going to be getting these 4x membership reward points on 2 of these categories. So that means that on 4 of these 6 categories, you won't be able to get that 4x multipliers every month. For some people, this might be fine, but for some people, it might be something that makes them second guess this card and might not be the right card for them. So just something to keep in mind when you're taking a look at this card and comparing it to the Chase Ink. Now, both of these other cards do offer a few other features, which you can take a look at here. And of course, I'll leave links to both of these cards down in the description, so you can kind of read a little bit more into them if you are interested. The American Express card here. And then something else that I really like on the American Express card that will unfortunately be expiring shortly is this $300 back for purchases on media and shipping. So that's going to be $150 in each category, which if you're spending money there anyway, that would completely offset the annual fee for the first year right there, and spending you're already going to do, which I think is an unbeatable benefit right now. This is something you're not seeing from any other cards, so definitely something to take a look at if you think that you can make this happen. It's something that I really like about the Amex Gold. Now, this will be expiring shortly, so we don't know if it's going to be replaced by a similar offer, the same offer, or we're not going to see any special statement credit offer on the card going forward, but that will be seen in the future. So after taking a look at both of these cards, you kind of would wonder, well, which card's better? And the short answer is neither card is really going to be better. It's kind of a case-by-case basis. You got to take a look at where your business is spending money and which card is going to give you better value. So kind of just to give an example of this, if your business is spending $100,000 a year on gas, then it might make sense to get the American Express card because the Chase card doesn't even offer a gas category. On the contrary, if you're spending a lot on travel and shipping, it might make sense to get the Chase card because the American Express card is only going to give you that 4x multiplier for airfare and shipping, of course. So it's kind of a case-by-case basis. You got to take a look at exactly what you're spending currently, what you see yourself spending in the future, and which card kind of aligns better with what your spending is going to look like. So after the first year where the intro bonus is a factor in the value you're getting out of the card, if you kind of get past that, you're not thinking about the intro bonus anymore, and you're kind of just thinking in your second, third, fourth year how much value you're getting for the card. I would definitely think that the Chase Ink Business Preferred is kind of aimed more at people who are spending less money, in that there's a lesser annual fee associated with the card, and you're only getting this 3x multiplier. And then if you bring that over to the American Express, you have a much larger annual fee, and you're going to be getting a better rewards rate for your spending, which means you kind of have to spend more with the Amex card to make it worth it. But once you get that past that point, the rate that you're earning these rewards is going to be much faster than what you're going to be getting from the Chase card. So that's definitely something to keep in mind. And for some people, that might not apply completely. If you're spending amounts in specific categories, you might get better value no matter what you're spending with the Chase card, and then of course the American Express card for some people as well. So I definitely encourage you, take a look at both cards if you're considering them, kind of plug in your numbers, see which one is going to get you farther, and if you have a relationship with one card issuer, you might even be interested in just sticking with them. If you have a great relationship with Chase and you don't really want to explore American Express just yet, it might be worth to just get the Chase card for now, kind of see how you like it, and if it really isn't working for you, maybe go across the aisle to the Amex card. And then on the contrary, you might be a diehard American Express fan, and you might never want to get anything besides an American Express. You're committed to the American Express rewards program, and it might be a no-brainer to get the American Express card, and you see yourself getting good value out of it. And we don't really know what the future is going to hold with both of these cards, so right now we can see limited time offer. It is possible that this intro bonus goes down to 35,000 points on April 7th, or it could go up, it could stay the same. We're not really sure what exactly is going to happen. Recently, the intro bonus for this card was 35,000 points. It did go up to 70,000 for now. It could go up more, it could go down more. We don't really know what's going to happen. And then the same for the Ink Business. Right now, it's 100,000 points for $15,000 in spending. Not too long ago, I believe it was 80,000 points for $5,000 in spending. And for a lot of people, that would make the Ink Business Preferred a no-brainer to get, because $5,000 compared to $15,000 in spending to get arguably a similar amount of points is definitely going to be a lot easier. So if you're not seeing the intro bonus you want in terms of you're not getting enough points, or you have to spend too much compared to what you see yourself being able to spend, that's fine. You don't have to get the card right now. You can wait it out. These things do change every once in a while. This might go back to what it was before, which was 80,000 points for $5,000 in spending, as it was a while back. That was definitely a lot more manageable for a lot of people. We might see it go back to that. We might see it change to a different number in the future. We'll have to see. And the same for American Express. It could go down to a lesser amount of spending for a lesser bonus. It could be a greater amount of spending for a larger bonus. We kind of don't really know what's going to happen in the future. So if you're not seeing the numbers you want, you can definitely wait it out. to see when you'll be able to get the best value for your intro bonus. However, if you think that the intro bonus isn't really what you're looking at and you're really looking at these multipliers, it might be worth it. Just get the card now. Maybe you're getting a little bit less of an intro bonus than you're looking at, but in the long run, it might be better just get the card now instead of waiting around for 9 months and deciding whether to get the card then. It's really up to you. Both of these cards are great options, and one card might work better for someone, one card might work better for someone else. Otherwise, if you guys have any other questions, make sure to leave a comment down below. I know there are a lot of very educated people that watch these videos that might be able to help you, and I also might be able to chime in to add some specific details or answer any questions you guys might have. So if you guys did enjoy this video, of course, leave a comment as I spoke about before. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I put out a lot of videos like this, and of course, give the video a like if you did enjoy it. That really lets me know that you guys are interested in these videos and you want to see more like it. And thank you very much for watching, of course. See you later.